Check. You got me? Are we centered up or not? Well, where you want us? Left, right, yours? All right. Centered up. Here with the 41st District champion LCA head coach Nate Valentine. And coach, a ball game tonight that you were in control from start to finish, and really I think it started with your defense on the defensive end.
Yeah, there's no question. We came out and we guarded. That's what we talked about. To win these championships like this, you got to defend and you have to rebound. The first two times we played them, I think we held them to 18 and 16. The problem was we couldn't score, and they're so good when they get the lead. They put so much pressure because their guard plays so well. So tonight we came out, we made shots, and that makes things a lot better and makes your defense a lot better, and things flow a lot easier. But we were just very efficient tonight. We handled the press well. Kyle Rowe did a tremendous job out front, getting us in what we needed to be in. Carter and Austin, can't say enough about those two guys, and then Chandler and Harp obviously did a tremendous job as well.
Hendrickson tonight, Carter Hendrickson, 21 points, 15 rebounds. He was big through this entire tournament, and really you dictated also on the offensive end because you guys hit the offensive glass really hard. Yeah,
those three, Carter, Kyle, and Austin, put a lot of pressure on people because of their height and the job that our staff has done. Coach Sanford's done a tremendous job with those guys in post-perimeter breakdown, but, they can really score inside. And we went through a phase in the middle of January and early February where we were just settling for a lot of fadeaways. And those guys now, they're using the moves that they learn in practice and, just being relentless on the glass. And that's something we always preach, and that's just effort and playing hard, and that, they did that tonight.
We talked about the defensive pressure, but I thought, too, that Rode and your guards really controlled tempo. You ran when it was there, but if it wasn't there, you ran your sets in the half-court offense, and that sometimes can frustrate teams like Lexington Catholic, who likes to get out and run.
Yeah, I think the first couple of times we played them, we played way too slow, and it's crazy because you think, man, we want to slow this thing down against Catholic because they want to run, but, speeding it up a little bit and getting our offense going before they get back and can get set. Kyle did a great job of knowing when to go and when not to go. He just did a tremendous job, and it's crazy. We spent a couple of days putting in all these plays and all this, and then at the end of the day, we just got to sit over there and watch them. And that's it's a great experience. It really is.
Back a couple of nights ago, you break that door down that LCA's been facing and getting to the regional tournament for the first time in school history by making this game tonight. But tonight, not only did you break it down, but you tore it completely off its hinges. Not only with a convincing win over Lexington Catholic and a district rival and a perennial 11th region power, but you did it in fine fashion, and now the 11th region is going to know who LCA is as soon as you get there over in Richmond next week.
Yeah, it's something we've always wanted to do. We want to get in it, and I didn't know how these guys would respond. I mean, Tuesday was such an emotional game, and it was, we were almost dead in the water, and came back and were able to win. And, first time in school history and everything that comes with it, you don't know how guys are going to respond, but I've got a lot of faith and trust in these guys, and they were ready to play. There was no pregame speech needed. They were ready to go. I think they remembered that 20-point beating we took over here 2 weeks ago, and they were ready to go tonight.
Zan Payne, I think, had 7 or 9 points early on in the ball game. He finishes with 12. What was the secret to you slowing him down in the second half, especially?
Well, he's a tough matchup. I mean, he got loose in the zone a couple times, and that's where he really hurt us in the first two games. So we tried to prepare a little bit better for him. But, they had a lot of open shots that they usually make. They missed a lot of open shots, and I think our defense had a little bit to do with it. But sometimes the ball just doesn't go in the basket, But the key was rebounding the ball. We'd been successful previous two games getting them to miss. We just couldn't get the daggone rebound. And tonight those guys went and got it. Guards went and got it when it was tipped out. So when you get loose balls, it helps you win.
You win the rebounding battle by 7, 35-28. And it's got to be emotional for your guys. But what about the student body at LCA? They've come so close at times in this district, and when they've been in the other district before they got into the 43rd. But it's got to be a great weight lifted off the LCA student body and the entire school.
Yeah, there's no doubt. When you take a job, you want to take them somewhere where they haven't been, and this was a program that has never been to the district, and I think there's definitely a lot of frustration built up over that, and I think a lot of that pressure got to us, it got to me personally, and we were finally able to kick that door down, and I told them it just takes one team. You can be that team that everybody looks back and says that was the team that kicked it down. And every year it's just such a dogfight in this district, and it's really difficult to get out of. But if you can get out, you got a good shot to compete in the region and then move on if you're fortunate enough to. But we're going to enjoy this right now and see where we are and see how the draw comes out. But there's 7 other tremendous teams waiting on us too.
I was going to say, what's going to be your message to your team? No matter who you play in the draw, no matter what half of the bracket you're in, who's in the bracket with you, what's going to be your message to your team for their first ever trip to the 11th Region Tournament? It's a whole different animal than the district tournament. A little bit bigger venue, a little bit bigger crowds, and the lights are much brighter.
Yeah, but we've kind of been there, done that. We haven't been in the region, but we played in the All-A at EKU. We played 2 games there. We played on the big stage at Frankfurt, and it's not the region, but it's a big deal to us. So. I'm sure there's going to be some pressure and jitters, but these guys prepare so well. They prepare all year. That's what I told them before the game is we don't have to change anything we do. We just have to be who we are for 32 minutes. And if we do that, you get in that region, you just never know what's going to happen.
We'll see you next week in the 11th Region Tournament over in Richmond or EKU. And Coach Nate Valentine, how's it sound? 43rd District champions for the first time in school history.
It sounds really good. Chill bumps when that comes out.
Coach Nate Valentine here with Lexington Christian Academy, headed to Richmond next week as a district champion out of the 43rd, 58-36 over Catholic.